Hey there, everybody. It's me, your buddy Dave, the host here at the Dark Stuff channel on YouTube. Thanks a lot for checking out the new video. You know, I'm doing the Vinyl Tag 2023, getting to it a little bit late. And the reason behind that is I almost wasn't going to do it. I've done it the last couple of years, and I feel like the real benefit to the Vinyl Tag video is for new channels to maybe branch out to get, you know, some new followers and whatnot, or people who have been on the fence about making a video and they finally are like, hey, here's a script, here's what I'm supposed to do, I just answer these questions, and it's a great first video. Well, I've been doing this for like 8 years or something like that, 8 or 9 years. So I don't really, I'm not in that particular boat, but these are still fun anyways. And you know what? I'm having a snow day here in Omaha, Nebraska. They've shut down the whole city because we're supposed to get big snow, but it was supposed to happen already, and it hasn't quite happened yet. So I don't know, maybe dodged a bullet. So we got 20 questions. Let's start. So number one, favorite new release of 2022. That was the Beths, Expert in a Dying Field. I don't have it on vinyl. I only have the CD. If you saw my top 20 albums of 2022, you saw this is my number one and my explanation behind it. Great, great record, the Beths. Okay, number two, the last band or artist that you saw. Well, just a couple weeks ago, I saw a local show of some bands from around here, and I was really, really impressed with a band from Lincoln, Nebraska called Vera Devora. I don't have anything to show. They didn't have any physical product. They are on the streaming services, so they have 2 EPs up there. I'd recommend both. In terms of an artist that you might recognize, towards the middle of November of last year, I did catch a little bit of Steve Vai. I say a little bit because I went to the show. I only stayed about 20 minutes, and you know, there was a time when I did appreciate Steve Vai and the kind of stuff that he does, but that time has passed, I guess. I got weirded out by like the weird sex faces that he'd be making while he was playing the guitar. I don't know. It was weird, but Steve Vai. Number three, their first album was the best. There's a lot of those, but I went with the Cars. Every Cars record is good. I like all of them. Heartbeat City, Door to Door, whatever. All the Cars records are good, but you know, the first one is absolutely the best. Number four, the Hat Trick, Show, the vinyl, the CD, and the LP of the same album. Okay, here's the cassette, Kiss, Music from the Elder. Here's my CD, Kiss, Music from the Elder. Here's my vinyl, Kiss, Music from the Elder. So if you want me to do this, get them all on there. Okay, I don't know how that's looking on the camera. I can't see. Number five, an album where the title starts and ends with the same letter. Squeezing Out Sparks from Graham Parker and The Rumor. Squeezing Out Sparks. Number six, an artist born in the same year as you. There's plenty. 1971. We're talking about Snoop Doggy Dogg. That's right. He was born the same year as me. And this is when he was still Doggy Dogg. You can see on there they've changed that. Now he's just Snoop Dogg. But I remember him from the old days when he was Snoop Doggy Dogg. He and I were born in the same year. So my most listened to album of 2022 was definitely the newest Built to Spill, When the Wind Forgets Your Name. Again, I got it on CD only, but played it a lot. It was in my top 10. Again, I'll reference that same video, my top albums of 2022. Number eight, artist most listened to in 2022. Well, that would definitely be Kiss. Not just because they're my favorite band, but because they did have a lot of reissue material or, re-releasing of older stuff. They had a box set for their album Creatures of the Night, the 40th anniversary, and they put out 3 separate editions of their live Kiss Live from the Soundboard, or Kiss Off the Soundboard. They did one from 1977, one from 1996, and another one from 2004. So 3 separate editions of that. That's a lot of listening. So I listened to all of those, and repeatedly in this case, because that's the classic stuff. The 77 and the 96, I don't really. The 2004 one I don't listen to because it's like Scab Kiss. Number 9, an Australian artist or band. That's easy. AC/DC. Here's Dirty Deeds. Okay, excellent. Surprising purchase of 2022 would probably be this, Weird Nightmare, self-titled, Also my top 10 albums of the year. And the reason why I say it's so surprising is because this is the solo project or side project of Alex from the band Beths. Alex Edkins, I think is his name, from the band Beths. Beths is an extremely like heavy rock band. And in 2020, when COVID hit and they couldn't tour anymore, Alex did some work on his own just because he had all this free time. And it came out sounding like early 90s Flaming Lips or Mercury Rev, kind of like the album Hit to Death in the Future Head by Flaming Lips, or maybe Your Self-Esteem and Bosses from Mercury Rev. But it's that kind of really wild indie pop, just crazy guitars, lots of noise, great stuff. Weird Nightmare. Number 11, an artist you're complete on. There's a couple, The Replacements and Kiss. I have all of their formerly released albums. That's what I'm counting it as. I have both of them. Count for that. Okay, number 12, a run of 3 great albums from an artist. Well, that's, I mean, come on. Okay, The Replacements. We start off with Let It Be from 1984. And representing the next album, Tim. This is the expanded one. I don't have this one on vinyl, from 1985. And then representing the next album, this is the Pleased to Meet Me box set. That's from 1987. So I'm telling the Replacements 3 album run of Let It Be, Tim, Pleased to Meet Me. Okay, number 13, an 80s soundtrack. I chose I Was a Teenage Zombie. I don't remember if I've shown this one before or not, but it's got the Dream Syndicate, the Flesh Tones, the Violent Femmes, Los Lobos, Smithereens, the Del Fuegos, Alex Chilton. Anyone else? I said the Flesh Tones, the Smithereens. I don't know if I said them or not. Number 14, we lost them in 2022. And I'm going with Mr. Mark Lanegan. Okay, this is his solo album, The Winding Sheet, his first solo album. Mark Lanegan was a solo artist. He was in the Screaming Trees. He was in Queens of the Stone Age. He did a million collaborations in the last 25 years. He died in 2022. And just before I went to make this video, I just found out that Van Conner, who is the bass player and songwriter in the Screaming Trees, just passed away yesterday. So Van Conner, so half of the Screaming Trees died within the last year. Number 15, disappointing purchase in 2022. I can't say that there was one. I really wasn't disappointed in any of the stuff that I got. I'm very careful these days. I don't just pick shit at random anymore. Non-vinyl purchase. I mean, I made plenty of them, but here's the biggie that I was talking about. The Kiss Creatures of the Night box set. This is CDs and Blu-rays. And it's fucking phenomenal. I did an entire video. I will link to it. An unboxing and talking about the music on it and stuff. So good video on that one. Number 17, You Found a Grail. I don't really have any grails anymore. There's nothing specific that I'm looking for. Like, oh my God, I have to get this particular thing. Maybe I'm just not thinking of it, but I don't work in those terms, I guess. I don't. 18, a space-themed album or song. I'm going to go with Shellac, Terraform. Okay, great cover. Number 19, Show Some VCLT. Don't have any, as I've said before. I don't engage in it. I don't send anybody stuff. They don't send me any stuff. We're fine with that. Number 20, show an album released in 1973, a.k.a. 50 years ago. Blue Oyster Cult, Tyranny and Mutation. Fucking awesome album. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.